Welcome back. We are here for part two. We're having a really juicy discussion talking about imperfect butterflies, the transformation process, growing from our past hurts into our best selves, and what that whole process entails. So, Johnny is our special guest today, and she was just getting ready to answer a beautiful question when we got cut off. So, we're here for part two because we are going to be great today, right? We're not going to
Yes.
allow anything to stop us from being great. So, again, thank you for joining us. The next question that I had here for you is what's the difference between being single and being alone? Is one worse or better than the other?
You know, that's an excellent question. When I think about being single, that may mean that I'm not dating. Some people say that they're not married if they're
Mm-hmm.
single. So there's some different thought processes as it relates to being single. Uh, Basically, though, society considers single means not being legally married, which is.
Okay.
However, you can be single, have a full life, enjoy people,
Mm-hmm.
just blow it out the box, just
Mm-hmm.
enjoy your entire life, have and be complete and be
Yes.
whole,
Yes.
which means nothing's broken, nothing's missing
Uh-huh.
in your life. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that you don't ever want to be in a marriage or anything like that. That's not what it says. It says that during this time, this season, you
Mm-hmm.
are happy right where you
Mm-hmm.
are. And actually, that's the best place to get married. So anyway, but now let's talk about being alone.
Okay.
Alone to me is juicy. Like there are a lot of people I know that are married, and I was once one of them
Mm-hmm.
that was in the house with another person
Mm-hmm.
that you love, sleep with, all of that, and be alone.
Yes.
There's no communication.
Mm-hmm.
There's no relationship. There is no meeting of the minds.
Mm-hmm.
There is none of that.
Right.
There is no they're not encouraging you, you're not encouraging them, or you're encouraging them and they're not encouraging you.
Mm-hmm.
So the worst place I've ever been in my life was being in a house where I was alone.
Yes.
And that means that I was all one. And even in the word, it talks about it's not good for man to be alone. He didn't say it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't good for Adam not to be married.
Right.
He said it was not good for him to be alone.
Okay.
So it's a big difference, and it's a painful place to be alone.
So is it more of a mindset and
Yeah.
a kind of like a heart set if because you can be in a room full of individuals and still feel alone. So you can be in a relationship like you just said, but there's no connection, there's no friendship. The foundation is not the way that it needs to be. So although you're there, you feel alone.
Right. And part of the aloneness, we have to check to see if it's us or
Mm-hmm.
if it's others.
Okay.
Because, like you said, I could be in a room and everybody's having a great time at a
Mm-hmm.
party, at an event, whatever. And I feel like I'm the odd person out,
Right.
or I'm here, but I'm not here because my mind is somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a powerful statement you just
Yeah.
made.
So it's important for us to take the steps to feel complete, that we are able to be single and happy and healthy and
Mm-hmm.
flourishing in our lives and not necessarily feel alone, but we can be alone.
Exactly. Right.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Now, what should we do? Is it transforming or changing? Is there a difference between the two?
Well, in some of our, I think you should change clothes. You should
Okay.
change your hairstyle.
Okay.
Hair, I think, is an accessory, stuff like that. Jewelry, all of that's an
Mm-hmm.
accessory, right?
Yes.
However, when you look at habits, if you're attempting to become more successful,
Mm-hmm.
if you desire to have a greater level of success in every area of your life,
Yes.
then transformation leads to greater levels of success
Mm-hmm.
than change.
Okay.
Because typically, when a person changes, we have this trigger in our brain, And when we're in a place of where there's fear involved, we're under pressure, we'll go back to who we know.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like, and you probably met people, you said, are they bipolar? What's wrong? You know, what's wrong with them? It's because they keep on going back
Okay.
to what they know, where they've been the longest part of their life.
Okay.
Because let's say if there's a habit I want to change right now, and there are some that I'm working on. So, but if I'm not careful, that I've known for years will lead me in the path, and versus that I'm building a new pathway for. It's a brain thing.
Right.
Our brain is triggered based on pathways. So when you change the path, and that's what transformation does, or even when you try to change things, it does. But transformation is a deeper change, so it works better long term.
Okay, I like that. What I'm taking from that basically is the difference between transformation and simply changing is transformation is from the inside out. It's going deeper. It's at the heart of things. It's really getting to the core of what's needed and then making steps to improve it. While simply changing is just on the outside. It's not going very deep. It's surface, right? So it's not going to last very long, or it's not really going to be as intentional and as driven for lifelong being your best self. It's in the right now. It's like those quick diets that individuals do from time to time, right? Instead of doing the work long term, get into healthy lifestyle changes. It's I'm on this diet this week and I'm on this diet next month, and so it's not getting to the core of things.
Right. So, I love that you use the diet in there. I'm going to have to use that because it's so funny. Because the thing is, then you get to your result and you go back because it was a choice,
right?
And you thought you would do it for a short period of time.
Right.
With transformation, you look at it for the lifelong, for the long term. So yeah. Oh, wow, I like that. I'm gonna use that. You know that.
Take it. Positively impacting lives here together. Okay, so a question that I ask all of my guests when they come: what is the most important thing you have learned on your journey?
Wow, that's an excellent question. Wow. I really like the question because it causes me to look inside. You know what I'm saying? Because surfacely I could say a couple things,
right?
But when you look at the most important thing, I would say that family matters. And I'll say that when we're climbing the corporate ladder, when we're building relationships with other people, when we're doing all of those things, we make some major choices sometimes in our life. And if we're not careful, we'll lose the thing that is our why we're doing it. So I've learned through my years and my experiences and my losses and gains that relationship or family matters. Because when I say family, I'm not just saying people that you have DNA connected to.
Okay.
I'm saying the people that you are connected to, you're going the same way, you have built relationships with, that kind of thing.
Okay.
That matters the most because in the end, the money, you know, the money and all that stuff, you can make more money, but you can't
take back time.
Yeah, you can't take back time because now your children may be older, you know, and you want to spend time with them, or you have the flexibility to spend time with them, and they're like, I'm on with my life, you know.
Right.
So family matters. So even like I take care of my grandson. I wasn't able, I made a choice. Let me go there. I made a choice to climb the corporate ladder with my daughter. We have an amazing relationship. Amazing relationship. However, my grandson, the time that I'm spending with him is priceless. It does two things. It supports my daughter, and it puts him in a safe place, but it also causes me to slow down and smell the roses.
Good stuff.
So I would say that.
Good stuff. Thank you.
I like that question. That's a great question.
All righty. And my last question for you, how can the viewers find you?
Yay! They can go out to, I have two websites.
Okay.
The one is johnnyloyd.com. And the other one is mine, MIND, legacy.com. It's Mind Your Legacy.
Okay.
And it talks about your mind and leaving a legacy of the way that you touch and involve yourself with other people. So, and then they can get to my YouTube channel that way, Facebook. They can get to all of it if they go out to Mind Your Legacy or johnnyloyd.com.
Good stuff. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Great candid conversations with you. Wonderful interview. So many nuggets were dropped, so I appreciate that. I know that the viewers will be able to appreciate it as well. As we wrap up, we see that having or identifying as an imperfect butterfly has definitely some pros, and we can all grow into our best selves when we embrace who we are, reflect, process, and take the time to do the work to be able to be our best selves. And remember that it's a lifelong journey, right? So no matter where you are along your journey, there's always room to be able to grow into your best selves. All righty, thank you so much for being here at the Brand New Me Journey series. You can continue to stay in touch with us with our Facebook page, Brand New Me Journey, and we also have our YouTube channel, which is Imperfectly Perfect, and then we have our Facebook group. Facebook group is Brand New Me Phenomenally You. Continue to grow into your best selves, and we will be intentionally hopeful as we process and be our best selves. I'm Shante Thompson signing off. You take care.